Against Zachary Richard Williamson, file number 25B147804A and B.
Your Honor, Roman Fitzai, on behalf of Mr. Williamson.
Sir, your name, please?
Zachary Williamson.
So your client pled guilty to operating while visibly impaired. It was a guilty plea, I believe.
Yes.
And he was referred for screening and assessment, and he also pled on file B. The charge was failure to stop a short clear distance, and that was reduced to distracted driving. So have you had a chance to review the report with him, and are there any material additions, corrections, or deletions? But before you do that, I need to inquire whether or not the victim appeared. We did send notice to the victim back on April 22nd. Is there Amada Ali Jones here? Amada Ali Jones here. All right. So it does not appear as though the victim has appeared. The case was scheduled for 8:30. I did give him 15 minutes. You can go ahead and proceed. Is everything in this report accurate? And are there any material additions, corrections, or deletions?
Your Honor, the only couple of things with respect to the report. On page 2, it says there's an X towards the top. It says will benefit from the treatment services below. The X is applied to the inpatient/residential treatment.
I'm not going to order inpatient.
Okay, and because the recommendation suggests intensive outpatient.
Right, I know. I don't know why we have that on there, and they check that sometimes. I'm with you.
So I kind of conflicts with it.
I know it does.
And then we asked the court to, if it's inclined to suggest outpatient treatment be ordered, I would first request that an assessment be made to see exactly what the needs are before actually ordering the intensive outpatient.
Well, it did. We did though. She scored in category 5. That's mandatory. I mean, it's the worst, right? Category 1 through 5 on our screening. 5 tells us he has a serious problem. 1 tells us he has no problem.
I would still suggest that he be submitted to an evaluation first to see exactly what his needs are. And with respect to...
Do you have the UD-10 by chance? Did he drive into the back of a tractor?
No, it
was a
semi-truck.
Well, that's what I mean. It doesn't say tractor trailer. It doesn't say how the accident occurred. Boy, you got to be careful. All right, go ahead. What else?
Also, with respect to the term of probation, we would ask the court to consider a 1-year term rather than 18 months. He has been attending AA consistently 2 to 3 times per week. He's currently working 2 jobs. He's been on the alcohol tether. He's not had any violations with that. Otherwise, I think this has been a real learning experience. He has both of his parents here today.
Where are they? I'm glad you came. Who's paying for all that college? You or your parents?
My parents paid for the first year and I'm on for the rest.
I mean, I'm just telling you, you got all this seemingly going for you. This is not good. And this is not good. That's all I'm telling you. You start to affect your future, you do things like this. That's a really high breathalyzer for a 21-year-old. So I don't want to sit here and lecture you, but I'm just going to tell you, when people come in here and they're 21 and they have that kind of a result, I mean, you're over 2 times the legal limit or thereabouts, and you just were able to start drinking legally, and you're lucky you're not dead, right? You got to be careful. I mean, we got Ubers, we got Lyfts, we got taxis, we got friends, we got family. They can come get us. I don't care how much you drink, but you can't go out and drive like that, okay then? And you're not going to drink on probation. I want to be clear about that. We understand one another, right?
Yes, sir.
And this was a breathalyzer, right?
Yes.
So the cost of recovery will only be $150. I interrupted you, counsel. I apologize. What would you like to tell me?
That was all I had to say, Judge. I mean, I think he's trying to turn the page from this event. Like I indicated, he's got support from his family.
Well, that's important. I'm glad they came. Thank you. All right. Anything you would like to say?
I'm just learn from this mistake, and I've been getting all these stories, and realized that I could have gone down a slippery slope and I can't really,
Do you have your AA verification with you?
what was that?
The AA verification.
Yes.
I just want to make sure that since April 16th, when I increased it, he used to do once a week between March 26th and April 16th, and then I increased it to 3 times a week. So there should be at least about 13 or 14 of those on there since that date.
I believe so.
There's 12, Your Honor.
Is that including all of them?
No, that's just the,
Second page
Oh, I didn't see this.
has 5 on it.
Yeah, he's got like 17 on there though.
All right, good enough. I'm sorry, I interrupted you now, and my apology. What would you like to say?
that, I would like the sober link to be decreased or, removed because it is very hard to, my sleep schedule is so different. Because I work nights on one of my jobs and work mornings, my second job. So like the times are a little hard to get some sleep and stuff. And I understand that people want to pick up, I get it, but. And then that's also just,
They're recommending weekly testing. How much are you paying for that sober link again?
it's $6.50 a day. So I paid $2.56 when I came here on the 26th, I believe.
You gotta take your hat off, sir.
And I then paid another 70 to get another 10 days to get up to the 26th of this month. So I still, if I do another month, I still owe like, I believe, close to 200.
I'm gonna give him his choice. I'll either take off the sober link, but then he's gonna test weekly for several months. Or if he keeps the sober link, I'll just order bi-weekly, which is probably gonna be a lot. I don't know, that's gonna be cheaper, but
You would prefer to do the random weekly.
all right, good enough. Have I listened to everything else that everybody has to say? Did I let you finish?
So what was that?
I just want to make sure I've let you finish. With whatever you want to say to me.
That learn a lesson and I believed I understand if I woke up that drunk and I thought I was good to drive, that I was drinking too much. I understand that.
How long were you sleeping?
What?
How long were you sleeping?
I was sleeping for about 6 hours.
All right, so I want to do the math with you.
Yeah, and you said last time it was like a 2.26, I believe.
Well, it's about an hour, 1.15 for every hour. So you were up 9. So that means you're somewhere around over a 2.5. Now that is way, way, way too much for anybody to be drinking, especially a 21-year-old. Got it?
And I usually, I didn't eat that night either, so that's why
I don't care if you ate, didn't eat.
So I just truly thought I'd be okay. It's not
That
like
scares me, and it should scare you. And I mean, I'm just telling you, I'm not gonna make this worse for you, but it should scare you. Actually, it's
No,
scary.
I did. And I had to get up and take the exam that day, so I was.
So you're out drunk? How are you doing in school?
I was doing online, but I had to go in person for this exam.
I don't care. I didn't ask you that. How are you doing in school?
Oh, I'm doing fine.
I don't know what fine means.
I got a.
Fine could mean a 3.9, it could be a 1.1. I don't know. People have different,
Currently, I have a 3.5.
you believe.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Well, I got, last semester, I got,
Listen,
280
listen. You're kind of making this worse for yourself, you know that? And I don't mind listening in. You seem like a nice kid. I'm glad your parents are here. But if you're going to take an exam the next day and you got a 2.5, 2.6, I don't want to ask you how you're doing how you did on the exam. But if you'd have spent that time studying instead of drinking, I bet you'd have aced it. Now, it's a lot of money to go there, right? Right?
Yes.
Okay. I just want you to reflect on what you're doing, and you are kind of making this worse for yourself. It's okay. I'm not gonna be an ogre here with you, but I want you to stop. You gotta stop. You got a problem. I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news. You got a problem when you're 21 and you're drinking a .25, and I can tell you statistically, I don't keep numbers here. I got enough to worry about, but I'm only telling you the likelihood of you not returning to the criminal justice system on another drunk driving or something similar thereto where you're intoxicated is extremely high. That's all I'm telling you. It's your life. I don't want you to hurt yourself. I don't want you to waste your money going to college and have somebody tell you, well, we can't hire you. You got all these convictions on your record. And I want you to think about what you're doing. I mean, how much is it a credit hour out of curiosity there now?
It's about 6,000 per semester.
And do you live there or you live at home?
I live at home.
Ah, still $12,000 plus books, right? It's a lot of money. Counsel, I'm going to place him on probation for 15 months. I heard everything he said. I asked him for his idea. He's staying on the sober link to continue until June 21. This is not intended to be punishment. It's intended to help you. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate any law or ordinance. If you change your address, your place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal controlled substances. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume any one of those. Kratom, poppy seeds, and CBD oils are prohibited. Consuming fruit or other items containing those substances will be deemed a violation. Do you understand that?
For the poppy seeds?
Yeah, because I've had people come in and tell me, oh, I'm positive because I had everything bagel. That's not working in here. So that's why I put it right in here.
So no everything bagels? I mean, because
Listen,
I only have.
don't eat a bagel. Don't eat a bagel. It's not gonna kill you.
All right.
What's that?
So get the flame.
Sober link device. You remain on that until June 25th. You're to submit to chemical testing, PBTs and ETGs weekly for 3 months, then bi-weekly for 2. Then I'll revert you to monthly, okay? You're to continue to attend AA 3 times a week until you're in an intensive outpatient treatment program. I'm ordering intensive outpatient. Once you get into intensive outpatient, you no longer have to attend AA or NA. You're to attend the victims. Do you understand that? So if you get intensive outpatient this week, you don't have to go to AA or NA, but you're going to go 3 times a week until you're in intensive outpatient treatment. You're to attend the victims impact panel. That's 1 night put on by Mothers Against Drunk Drivers. 5 days jail credit, 1 serve 4. I'll let you serve those as follows. 3 days on the court work program. There's a $35 a day charge for that. They'll set you up. You're coming at the end of the year, so you can be able to, school year, I should say, if you're not already there. So they'll set you up in the summer to work 3 court work program days. 1 day of community service. I'm going to let you complete that. I'm going to give you until, I'll tell you what, I'll give you until July the 7th to complete that. Pay fines $300, cost $200, $75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment for 6 1/4. Screening fees $60 for 685. Probation fees are $300. You also have $150 in costs of recovery. And you have $105 in court work program fees. Should be $1240. Will you double check my math, Lisa? If you violate, your probation could be revoked. You could be incarcerated for 93 days. You have 21 days to appeal, and you have 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal. Also, if you do everything and you stay clean and there are no violations within the preceding 90 days and 7.5 months, by law, you can come in here and seek early discharge and it'll be granted. That's by law. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
So no marijuana, no alcohol, no illegal drugs. Do you understand the sentence fully?
Yes.
Do you have any questions at all?
What is the,
And by the way, restitution, if any, is to be handled through civil litigation, and you're not to have any contact with the victim in this case. You cannot write, phone, send text, email, or communicate with or have anybody else communicate with the victim. Amadi Ali Jones, okay? I'm sorry, what is your question, sir?
There's that question about the outpatient. What is that?
Intensive outpatient.
And what does that entail? Like what?
I'm gonna let probation explain that to you. You're gonna be going 4 times a week.
4 times a week, plus the 3 times a week at AA?
Okay, so you're gonna just do AA until you're in intensive outpatient,
Okay.
okay? Counsel, good to have you here and see you as always. You're always a gentleman. I appreciate it. Can you pay this today or does he need time?
How many times?
How much do you have with you?
On me?
Yeah.
Like $50.
You're not gonna wanna pay your insurance. How much can you pay per week? I'll be reasonable. Can you pay 50 a week or not?
I can pay 50 a week.
You pay 50 now, you pay $50 weekly. I'll begin that next Friday, which is June the 2nd. I can't believe we're into June already, Mr.
Judge, there's also a B case.
Oh, yeah, 195. I wrote that down and I didn't say it. 195 on that case. So I'm gonna let you work that out by just paying that one. Thanks, Lisa. Pay that by October 1. I'll let you pay that by October 1, okay?
Okay.
Wish you well, good luck. You'll meet with probation, go down and pay your $50 and then meet with probation. Thank you, counsel.
Thank you, Judge. Good to see you.
You too.